back in October, I was talking about Reddit and our politics, being driven by corporate neoliberal and Democrat media narratives. And that is the case now. It's almost exclusively the left over there. And I said they would like the Donald to be removed, i.e., that is to say, censored, even though it stands as the opposite pole ideologically to our politics. And I say finally, I think y'all need to read some Chomsky. So, as some may know, the Donald was quarantined last month in June of 2019. And it was quarantined for silly reasons having to do with a Media Matters hit piece and potentially some Media Matters trolls that caused it. Although it's not clear whether these people were regular users that said a couple things that I personally didn't find offensive, but some found offensive to our law enforcement. So that happened on Reddit. They quarantined. Didn't mean they got rid of it, censored completely, but it doesn't come up in search results. And they lost some of their privileges that made them so cool in the first place. So that kind of came true. They would like to have the Donald censored or quarantined. And hey, it happened. We knew it would, and it's still about almost 18 months until the election. Imagine how much more we're going to see between now and then. Hopefully not much. Hopefully free speech reigns supreme and we can get to what the president was talking about and bringing free speech back to college campuses here, and of course investigating groups like Google, who may of course be socially engineering using the modern religion of social justice, and of course, manipulating search results and trying to get people into those narrow corridors and bring them right to the results that Google would prefer ideologically for them to reach. And of course, Project Veritas has been very great about bringing these things to light, doing some leaks, getting some information, and of course about Pinterest as well. So, we can see that there are steps being taken by these sort of left-leaning corporations and large groups to exact authority and enact authoritarian measures on people they disagree with, or as Noam Chomsky would say, their views they despise. They put limitations and censorship on the views they despise, even if they are moderate views, even if they are mundane right-wing or even left-wing views. Notably, if they interfere with their corporate cash, their revenue from ads, and they get advertisers are the reason. They'll say, advertisers are why we demonetized your video. There's plenty of other people out there that would want to advertise on you, that's find your content entertaining and so forth. And this is why I don't monetize, by the way. And then they'll say, if it's not the advertisers, then it was the algorithm. The algorithm made this arbitrary decision to demote you, to demonetize you. And, we've also had people doing reports, so you won't have a comment section. So, of course, use the Dissenter app from Gab to put a comment section on any URL, any forum, anywhere you'd like to add a video, may it be an article, anything, to add a comment section and to get your free speech back on the internet. I think Chomsky would like that. Chomsky has very nuanced views. I don't agree with a lot of what he has to say. I don't believe in the sort of anarchy side of socialism and all this stuff like that. I don't have such a negative impression of the military-industrial complex. But on free speech, there are few people greater than the linguistic chops of Noam Chomsky.